Alright, we are back with another D&D movie time. And today, we are going to be watching another action-packed summer movie to kind of finish out our action-packed summer. We do have 2 more videos we might be doing before Cora goes back to school. And then, I got a special one picked out for her last summer movie. It won't be quite the action-packed as this movie's going to be, but I think Cora's going to enjoy this one a lot. So, Cora, recently we watched League of Their Own, which had Lori Petty. You remember her? She played the sister.
Yeah.
And this movie, it's called Point Break, also has her in it, as well as one of your favorite actors, Keanu Reeves, who you should remember from the Matrix movies. And do you remember in Lilo and Stitch when they went surfing?
Yeah.
This movie is all about surfing.
So just like surfing sports or swimming sports or...
You'll find out. It's about surfers. But, yep, we were watching Point Break. So, I think I've shown you the trailer for this, but we're going to go ahead and watch the movie. When we come back, Cora will tell us what this movie was about. And, yeah, so we'll see you all after the movie.
Bye.
Time to rock and roll.
You still haven't figured out what riding waves is all about, have you? It's a state of mind. It's that place where you lose yourself and you find yourself. You don't know it yet, but you got it. It's right there. It's not tragic to die doing what you love. Little hand says it's time to rock and roll. Everybody freeze! Everybody move! Keep your hands up and your legs down! We are the ex-presidents! FBI! Freeze! Special Agent John, Utah, day number 1 in LA. Welcome aboard. You want to nail the bank robbers and be a big hero. Definitely.
That's Bodhi. They call him the Bodhisattva.
You want the ultimate. You gotta be willing to pay the ultimate price. Short trust tomorrow. Next day outside the latest. Everything moves in cycles. So twice a century, the ocean lets us know just how small we really are. It's the ultimate rush. Nothing that comes close to it. Not even sex. Johnny has his own demons. Don't you, Johnny? The ex-presidents are surfers. Feel what the wave is doing. Then accept its energy, get in sync, and charge with it. You two have produced exactly squat! During which time, the ex-presidents have robbed 2 more banks! I can't describe what I'm feeling. This was never about money for us. It was about us against the system. Give me a fucking break! I am God! You shoot, you'll miss. Don't fire! After the albums! Fear causes hesitation. Hesitation will cause your worst fears to come true. No! You're getting too goddamn close to the surfing guru buddy of yours. Adios, amigo! Caught my first tube this morning.
Alright, so we just finished Point Break. What was this movie about, Cora?
So basically there's a FBI that has to go surfing as an undercover.
Johnny Utah?
Yeah. Because there is these people that like to rob banks but don't actually rob they don't actually steal the vault itself. They just steal the cash register. And I gotta say that's actually pretty good. Like, not weaponating the over while
Well, they do it so they're in and out quickly in 90 seconds.
That too.
And there's usually a lot of cash up front. I mean, yeah, there's going to be more in the vault, but you waste too much time in the vault.
Yeah.
Anyways, what does the main FBI agent think these bank robbers are?
So fools.
Say it so the camera can hear you.
So fools.
Okay. So Johnny's gonna go undercover as a surfer. And who does he meet first?
A lady that teaches him how to surf.
Yeah.
Cause you're gonna go surfing on a cover.
Did you recognize her right away? From A League of Their Own?
Yeah.
You said you recognized her voice, but not her look. Because she was a redhead in League of Their Own, but in here she had short black hair.
Why did she change her appearance every time? Like,
Well, that's what actors do.
How do people know what they look like? Do you see them in public?
Well,
Do
I
you
mean,
actually see them in stage?
no, it's
Do
just
you get the interview?
they decide what your character is going to look like in a movie, and then
No.
they make you look like that.
You're not.
Some people have a certain look that they always have. Like Lori Petty, that's the way you saw her in this movie is kind of how she is in most movies. How she was in A League of Their Own was very different than how she normally is. But anyway, so he's undercover as a surfer. He's learning how to surf. Does he find the people right away?
No.
He ends up pointing towards the wrong gang, right?
Uh-huh.
But does he meet the right gang along the way?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. Are you a surfer now? Yeah, bro. Totally, man. Radical. So what do you think of his new friends, Bodie and the rest of them? When they're playing football?
That's the f***ing game!
And what about the mean guys that beat him up for being on their beach? The ones that he thought was the ex-presidents?
I mean, it would make sense.
Yeah.
And plus, why do people even do that? Like, Jesus Christ, they're just beaches. Is there name on the beach?
No, people have gangs, and those gangs tend to take up a residence and claim an area. And that's where they kind of like to hang out because it's close, or it has what they like. It has things they like, and they're like, oh, well, this is my area. Everyone who's...
They can still go there. But geez, everyone think on showing like you don't need to hog it out all for yourself.
Nope. But
Why do
I mean, they won't be hogging it anymore. How's that? How's it go down when they try to take down the gang?
Oh yeah, the gang. Oh yeah, the tables are turned, and instead, let's just say if it were to be an explosion, I would love it.
Yeah. Most of them die. I think only 2 lived out of the gang.
Yeah.
Plus one was that undercover cop. Undercover DEA. Remember?
Uh-huh.
So then, what happens?
I don't know.
They start to think it's Bodie. They start following Bodie, who's Patrick Swayze's character. And then his partner tells him to go get him a hot dog. Pull your shirt down. tells him to go get him a hot dog, and what happens while Johnny's getting his partner a hot dog?
The wobbles comes like, dude, cops don't eat while they're on duty. That's what lunch breaks are for. You idiot. That's what lunch breaks are for.
And then they start chasing after the ex-presidents, right?
It could have gone a lot more smoothly if the porno wasn't reading his stupid little comic on duty. If he didn't want 2 flipping hot dogs or meatballs on duty. And the only good one in the group
meatball
is out
sandwiches.
getting the hot dogs.
Get me 2.
2 hot dogs.
No, 2 meatball subs.
2 meatball subs. Whatever the thing was. If you're gonna sit there, read your stupid comic, and not gonna help at all, why don't you get the hot dogs? And bring the person that's at, and leave the person in the car while they're actually going to get the robots.
And then, so now Bodhi knows who's chasing after him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what do they do when they find out about Johnny?
They skydive us. They skydive, but apparently they don't kill him.
No, it was about getting him on their side. They wanted to get him on their side. And they were also buying time for one of their other teammates to go pick up his girlfriend, Lori. So she was kidnapped. And she was they were threatening to kill her, pull your shirt down, if Johnny didn't help him and get him help him out. So does Johnny help him rob one more bank?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
He does?
Yeah, that's the one where everyone started dying. And why do they start dying? You just watched the movie. Because Bodhi breaks his rule and starts robbing from the vault, right?
Yeah.
And so then we get a climax. They go after Bodhi again at the airport. He gets kidnapped and taken on the plane with them because he overheard where they were going. And his partner gets killed. And it's just 2 of them left, Bodhi and another one. And that one's dying. They jump out of the plane. And what does Johnny do when he's the last one in the plane without a parachute?
Jump.
Yeah. What'd you think of that?
What do you expect? He's an FBI. It's not really that surprising.
Yeah.
Like, cops I get.
So did they all make it to the ground safely?
Not to make cops offended, but normally during the break times, they just eat donuts.
Did they all make it to the ground safely?
Yeah, surprisingly.
All 3 of them?
We're not sure about the second one.
Roach.
The guy that was dying.
Yeah, he died after pulling the parachute. Because he's just laying there with the money blowing in the wind. What about the main 2, Johnny and Bodhi?
He'll somehow make it.
Does Johnny get his girlfriend back?
Yeah.
And what happens then? Final scene.
Did the bad guy die? Yeah, the bad guy did.
Then we skip forward like 6 months to a year. And we're in Australia. The storm of the century. With giant monster waves.
Blah, blah, blah.
Not that kind of monster. Monster isn't huge like Godzilla.
Did you see? Oh my... Did
Pull
you
your
say
shirt down.
Keanu Reeves? It is that.
Anyways, Bodhi and Johnny fight, and Johnny wins, actually gets the cuffs on Bodhi, but then he lets him go so he can get one more wave before he has to go to jail. But both him and Johnny know that Bodhi's going out there to die. That wave is going to kill him. And basically, Johnny's like, I'm done being an FBI agent. And that is Point Break. So, when we come back, we will give our final thoughts and scores. See you all in a little bit.
Bye.
For thousands of years, the world has been protected by the Guardian of Light, or as he is more commonly known, Santa Claus. Over the centuries, factors such as fear and prejudice, greed and jealousy, misunderstandings, betrayal and war have segregated most humans from the magical world of elves, fairies, wizards, and the like. This has resulted in many misconceptions and generalizations of the true nature of Santa and his world.
This 6-book series by Sean Connaughton begins as the current of a long series of Guardians is murdered by a group of monstrous enemies recently escaped from an enchanted South Pole prison. These creatures are loyal to the darkness, an evil force determined to exterminate the light in order to enslave all creatures of the world.
Shane Connor, an average young man, suddenly finds himself being trained as the new Guardian. As he adapts to his new life among fantastic creatures, he goes on an adventurous quest with a legendary wizard for the ultimate weapon to use against the darkness, and faces murderous enemies like Rasputin, Morgana Le Fay, Krampus, and many more.
Along with his best friend Joe Gomez, Shane encounters politics, history, mysterious murders, new loves, his own hidden past, and racial dynamics among the fantasy races that turn out to be all too real. Their adventures reveal the true nature of the world and challenge the current state of how all races interact.
This series expertly melds myths, legends, history, faiths, folklore, and secret societies into a fascinating, cohesive, comprehensive world of wonder and magic.
From Atlantis to Olympus, from Hades to the moon, and from broomstick races to Christmas deadlines, join the new Santa Claus on his amazing journey. But beware! Will Shane's quest achieve his ultimate goal of destroying the darkness and preserving the light of the world? Or is he actually playing right into a plot by dark forces that will result in his, and our, ultimate doom?
So make your list and check it twice for the Guardian of Light book series. Download your audiobook or ebook today from Audible, Amazon, or iTunes.
Alright, Cora, starting with you, Point Break. On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give this movie?
A 9 out of 10. It was pretty good.
Lots of action.
Yeah, but the reason why I give it a 9 is I just don't get some stuff.
Like what?
Like, why is this dude's partner so dumb? Why?
He's not dumb. He wanted food, and they were on a stakeout. And when you're on a stakeout, one is supposed to watch, while the other one can run errands.
I know, but the reason why I call him stupid is because, like, I'm pretty sure for the entire time I was just saying that one scene, I was yelling. It's like, that's the only well, I'm pretty sure everybody hated that dude. Like, why don't you get the hot dog yourself?
You mean meatball sub?
Meatball sub. Why don't you just get it yourself? You're reading a comic anyways. Like, you have the energy to.
Because he was supposed to keep his eyes on the bank, but he didn't do a good job. And that's ultimately why he ends up dead. But anyways, because, I mean, if he was paying attention to his surroundings, at the very end, he wouldn't have gotten shot. But anyways, let's go ahead and move on. What was your favorite scene?
actually not sure.
Who's your favorite character?
Johnny.
Johnny? Alright. Well, moving on to my score on a scale of 1 to 10, I give this probably also a 9 out of 10. It's not the greatest action movie. There are some better action movies than this. But I have watched this once in a while, quite a few times. It's a really good movie to watch during the summer because it has that real summertime feeling. And it is all about, you know, the summer wave of crime. You know, these guys want to have an endless summer. Keanu Reeves was obviously my favorite too. But Patrick Swayze did a really good job. This is one of the few Patrick Swayze movies I really do like with him. I'm not a huge fan of his, but he was pretty good in this role. I have never watched the remake, and I don't ever intend to watch the remake. Unless this video somehow magically gets thousands and thousands of views and comments asking us to watch the remake, I probably never will. So, since that's unlikely to happen, we'll just say, how's this? If this video gets thousands and thousands of views and comments asking us to do the remake, we'll do the remake. But we'll see what happens. Alright. August is almost over. We are halfway through this month. So please, last chances. Please get those pictures emailed to me. If you have read the books, The Guardian of Light, just send me a picture of your favorite book in the series so far. If you want a chance to be one of the 5 chosen lucky winners to receive a free copy of Book 6 when the book comes out, hopefully in September. My narrator / editor, he is in the hospital. In and out in the hospital. He's got some medical issues going on. So, let's hope he gets a speedy recovery and can get the book edited in time so it can come out on time. I do have another editor lined up, but if I have to use my other editor, it'll take a little while. So, alright, with that said, we will see you all in the next video.